Hey, hey, Michael, mute your mic so I don't have to server mute you. Michael. All right, so currently we have an inverse head and shoulders on the QQQ. And you know what I say about that. They rarely ever work out 95% of the time. So I think we're going to get this breakdown in the next hour and a half. We might get our entry for the next day. If you didn't pay attention at the end of the stream, I also said that 678 would be the top. I'm sure maybe you guys shorted it. I shorted it when I was at the gym. I made like 65% so far. But so far we've got the high of the day capped out, and we are just looking for that retracement in the 56% zone, which should retap the 100-day moving average on the daily. And if we can get that into the close, I'm going to go along with Friday expirations because I think we'll have a gap up tomorrow. If we squeeze into the close and we reach those SPY levels I mentioned in the weekly plan, then we'll go short because I think we'll gap down. But given it's 209 and there's inverse head and shoulder setting up right here, I think they're going to dump it. I think that this is just a liquidity bait for the intraday traders to try to trade a inverse head and shoulder setup. Looking for the bait. There we go. Did anyone actually short that 678 top when I said that that would be the top for the day? Mark above it. Realistically, I think it bottoms and we rally into the close based on AMD. I'd like to think so, because this is a demand zone right here on AMD. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in on the mini time frame and let's get this sorted. So we got VPOC right here. And then value area low at the 450 that I said we were bullish on. So I'm going to assume one of those is probably going to cause a flip. Let's make sure we're on the small time frame. Let's go ahead and get a couple descending resistances. Pulling a little waterfall move, isn't it? If we hit this 6, the green right here is where I would like to see QQQ drop to. Let me make sure that that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 673. Yeah, I would like to see it drop all the way down to this green level right here as a back test. It doesn't mean it has to. Let's see what we're doing here. I see a scary knife drop. We were $2.59 away from the level. That's not that much to ask for. We've seen $1.50 candles today. I regret not having VIX up earlier today, by the way, guys, because it literally identified the top and the bottom of the market. Very annoying, but it is what it is. So the idea is, where are we going up from here? Man, scary stuff, if I do say so myself. All right, here's the meltdown. All right, if you shorted the 678 QQQ top, I'm going to close all except a runner at this 38% fibs. I'm looking for 674.87. I'll be up over like 130% on that. This could literally be it, because you see AMD at the VPOC, right? You see how it's trying to do this? Because I don't think it goes all the way down to 449. I think this could be the bottom for AMD. Look at that, guys. That's definitely the response you want to see. I actually closed all my QQQ puts except a runner, just because we're getting a response with both AMD and QQQ there. Watching for this knife drop. there's an inverse head and shoulders here, but I want them to make it look like it fell. I want them to knife it all the way down further. Because there's people that are looking at this that are like, oh, I'll do this. And then they're taking the trade up here. So I think they're trying to build liquidity. I want to say they're building liquidity so they can knife it through their liquidity and then get their shares discounted. It's out of a room. In the next two candles, there's going to be a directional move, in my opinion. Oh, there it is. Kind of don't believe that we're going to rally here. I think this might be a trick. But they need to hurry up because I think in the next hour, AMD starts rallying. I think on the back end of this hour. So if QQQ is going to go lower, it needs to go lower in this hour. Preferably by 235. There's like no structure on the VIX anymore after we tap the 2. There's nothing here. Because you can say around this area maybe. Okay. We'll go with that, I suppose. Small little tap. Knife it. We need it in the next 10, like 12 minutes. Give us a $2 candle. $2 candle. Let's go. think if we don't create a new low by 235, I think this is probably the low. Tesla waking up, trying to grind higher. What do some damage? Manage. Got 8 minutes. Come on now. You guys see this basing attempt on the VPOC of the demand zone. Be aware of that with AMD. It's an easy trade when it breaks out of this descending zone. please mute your mic, Lupin. Oh my god, it's not letting me buy. Robinhood started doing this lame thing where it doesn't let you sell or buy through volatility. So there's the AMD breakout, guys. I would be buying that if I was you. Dude, what is with this volatility lock? All right, let's see. So AMD has to close above 458. Taking a starter of same day expiration QQQ 676 calls. I'm just doing a small position size just in case they fake us out, because this isn't exactly where I wanted to buy at. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 676. Let me think. Actually, should I do 675? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Cost basis is like 110. It's a small size. Okay, this is not even the amount of money that I've made today. I'm green on the day and I don't want to lose that. I'd rather just come back tomorrow and have another green day. Okay. You know, like around this time frame, they just do a lot of fuckery. All right, added some more. Let's see what we got here. Dude, I'm gonna have to switch to like Webull or something for my trading account. They keep doing this volatility thing to where like in mid movement, they don't even let you buy anymore. So it makes you like not fill. Dude, I really hate to see this larger inverse head and shoulders and me going long on it. I'm so anti against this. Oh, what am I doing? I mean, it could play out though. just statistically don't. All right, so this is my indicator versus an inverse head and shoulders. My indicator says to buy. My perspective on buying inverse head and shoulders that are set up for intraday is always no. So I'm trusting my indicator over my bearish bias against inverse head and shoulders intraday. We'll see what happens. My indicators and AMD both tell me to buy right now. I purchased 470 tomorrow expirations on AMD. They're up 10%. I have a loser today. My loser today was AMD. I kind of didn't want to say that out loud. Oh my God. And there you go. I'm gonna have to close this QQQ calls. Not what I wanted to see. It's always a trap. All right. All right, cut my QQQ calls in half. If we start breaking down from here, I'm going to close them completely and just wait. I'm going to get back like 20% of profit today because of that. All right. So I'm at half the position I was. I took probably a 20% loss on that. If we have continued weakness here, I'm just going to close it and just wait for my ultimate level. You guys are going to see this reinforcement with me, right? If this fails, never trade it inverse head and shoulders to the long side. Always go, always literally opposite. And the same thing with head and shoulders. Go long. Here's your test subject. Prove me wrong. We need a grind higher into the 3 o'clock close. A penny lower, and I'm cutting the QQ position in half again. And the next one I'll close. Okay, I'm still holding 50% size. So I'm taking these intraday trades. I need one of my key levels to be hit. Discord members, I need one of my key levels to be hit to hold overnight. Otherwise, I'm just going to hold into intraday. So I have a long position on AMD and a long position on QQQ right now. I had to sell half of my QQQ position at like a 20% loss because it started breaking the level after I thought it was going to break out. And then if we make a new low, I'm going to close another half. And if we break that inverse head and shoulders low, then I'm just going to close the position. It's already under 676. No, I should have went to 675. They're on some bullshit. Okay. Going with it. Come on, squeeze. Give me like 681 today, 682. Give us a new high into the end of the day so I can short it. Well, I give more into my 672 bottom. You know, I called 672 before it went there. It hit it, and now I'm going to trust it. So we sold our Alphabet, our Google at 332. It's continued rallying all day and grinded higher. Just green candle after green candle after green candle. Gave you guys that bottom. There you guys go. Green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. And I think this one will be green too. Okay, I'm green on the 50% size QQQ calls. Okay, this is what we need. Now we need this AMD call, this AMD to break out right here too. And now we're at the next resistance of QQQ. If we break out of this one, it should start increasing with speed. This is where we need this breakout. Remember, I said we needed to curl into the hourly candle close in the back half of this hour. Are we getting that? We need to acknowledge yes. If we get that, what I really want to see is I want to see a 458 candle close on AMD. If we get that, I think we rally into the close of the market. So it needs to rally here in the next 13 minutes. I'm up 18% on the 50% size QQQ call. So I've made almost the money I lost back if I close the position right now. You see how AMD and QQQ both hit resistance at the same time? The psychological notion here is if we get the AMD close over this, we're going to have a breakout in both of them. So they should both rally into the close. That's my assessment here. In the next two candles, we need this entire drop reversed. Yes, the low of AMD down here, I think, is a probable bottom for at least a trade. Which I mean, we traded it from 450 to 466, so be careful trading it past that. I'm trying to attempt it with another trade here. This hourly candle close will tell me a lot of what I need to know. I think in the next 11 minutes, both of these turn green and we make a higher high. If that is the case, we should grind higher into the close. We should start squeezing all of these people that we're trying to short. See what happens here. There it is. This time we should break out. We should slingshot to this gold line right here as a first level. I'm telling you guys right now, we're seeing what we need to see. You should have positions in either one of these. Both of these are about to break out. AMD will be up here in 10 minutes, which is a $1.20 rise from here. There you go. I'm going to take half off the table of QQQ at this gold line. That should be like 40%. Keep forgetting the level of volatility that's playing right now. $3.20. This falling wedge. No. Starting to be a big ask for 5 minutes from now. There we go. Squeeze it. Launch it. Got another 70 cents. Come on now. I honestly don't care what the FOMC does, Lebanese. The market's already positioned, and I don't know what's going to happen when we get there. Wall Street's already positioned for whatever move they want to do. It's just going to be the excuse they make. I just need to see what smart money is doing tomorrow, and then I'll have a good idea on what we do next. Okay, here's the candle closes on the breakout. Launch it. Launch it. What do we got? 3 minutes. I want to see this curve upwards. Come on now. Yep. Here you guys go. Forecasted on live stream. Those QQQ calls are up 20%. You don't have to be greedy and wait for the gold line. You can take the profit whenever you see fit. You know, make sure you trim appropriately. I'm thinking we get to this gold line. I'm not entirely sure. I would really like to see it. What's that hourly candle QQ? Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, they're going to take it green. Now they're up like 25, 35%. I have it open right now just to press and sell half as soon as we get up here to like the 15 level. It might just blast right through it, but I don't give a heck. I think they want to squeeze this hourly candle close a little higher. Got 2 minutes. That's way too low. Lebanese. Lebanese asked if 230 is too low for Tesla, and I said yes. All right, 1 minute. Come on. Give us one last green candle. I'm honestly not even going to wait for the gold, in my opinion. I just want it to sweep this high. As soon as it sweeps this high, I'm gonna sell half. Whatever fills, fills. Sweep the high. Come on, AMD's doing it. QQQ, follow suit. Sweep it. You got like 20 seconds. I'm closing it. Half. There we go. Even though it sweeped it 1 minute late. Let's see what I filled at. 143 for 24% profit. Okay. Locked in a little bit. So there it goes. There's the sweep. I'm going to close another half. right now. There you go. Did it for 47% profit. The AMD calls are now up probably 30%, 22%. There's the sweep right past it, and there's a squeeze. Okay, here we go. Right into the close. Sweet chin music. Okay. I trimmed my AMD calls as well that are up 22% by over half. These are intraday trades. Remember this. All I'm looking is for a piece of the pie. I don't care about the whole move. I'm de-risking and I'm taking this money home with me. Go ahead, AMD. Show me what your money's worth. You don't need your confidence, TBB. You need to win a lot more and get money to risk. You don't confidence comes with just appropriate position sizing. Like all the trades that we're doing, you should not change how much money you put in each position. You should be willing to have $1,000 in each position. Do not ever size up on a day trade because you feel more confident. Not until you have significant money, like 30 times the amount of money that you day trade with, right? So if you trade with $1,000, you need 30,000 plus, so that if you lose $1,000, you didn't just blow up your account. Oh, then you're good. Okay. Well, then we can talk in private. Boy, I'm about to make you so rich off Tesla. Oh my God. That's all you need. Trust me. Yeah, you're about to be so fucking rich. Yeah, this day trading stuff, no. You, with your millions of dollars, have a 50K account, do $2,000 trades. Do not day trade your way to success with millions of dollars. Then focus on the bigger picture trades. This is what you do. If you have a multi-million-dollar brokerage account, you focus on the medium to long-term outlooks, because all you need is a 50% per year. I usually 2 to 3x my account every single year, right? But as somebody who has millions, you don't need 2 to 3x. You need a 50% a year. That's it. Yeah, exactly. So that's what you do. You make like a 50K account, and if you can find success with 50K, then you deserve it. But don't go trying to make money with all your money. Here you guys go. Enjoy the ride all the way up. Oh, I closed those. I closed the 676s, guys, on accident. I have a 675 calls too. Those are up 52%. Look at that. AMD 460. How are we doing? Up 47%. Both trades I gave you in the second half of the day are up 50% right now. Honestly, I'm gonna hold. I think we get deeper into the supply zone. This is a breakout, and I think we squeeze at the end of the day, because what they want to do is they want to ruin all these short positions. So we'll see. I'm gonna be greedy. I've already trimmed everything, right? So now I'm playing with house money. I'm playing with profit I just made, not even profit on the day. There you go, Agni. And then we come back tomorrow and you make another trade. I think this is going to squeeze literally to the high day. High day, I think we breach high day on QQQ. I actually didn't mean to sell all those. It's kind of funny, but whatever. Look at those dildo candles. All green. How we doing? Dildo candle. All right, here's a little bit of resistance, but I'm looking for 681, guys. I'm looking for 681 to trade today. You hear me? 681. You're gonna be sitting beautiful. That's probably 150% move in our options if we hold it all the way. That's what I'm looking for right there. I think we can pull this. And then if we pull this, wait till the next trade. Because now we're at an edge. I size up on edges. You don't go big in the middle. Right? You go big down here. And then yesterday you go big up here. I went big up here. I went big down here. You don't go big in the middle. What's up, Mass? How we doing, baby? Thanks. I'm glad to be back. Had to take a little bit of a mental break for a couple months. Getting a little bit of rejection here, but I think we plow through this. I think this is just shaking out some weak hands is what I'm going to lean towards, which remember, I'm all profit right now. I've gotten out of all my original positions. The only thing left on my AMD and QQ calls are profit. So I only lose profit if this trade literally goes the opposite way right now. It could literally crash and burn and die. And the only thing I'm losing is profit. Literally, I just got mine approved today. Agni, I'm not even joking. I've done this twice. There's a pinned post, guys. There's a pinned post on my profile on X. I dare you to deep dive that. I want you to see what I did. I literally explained that Tesla was going to be the bottom. The absolute low of Tesla was going to be 138. I explained how to borrow money from the bank. Not only did I do a line of credit, but I did a HELOC, and I went all in on Tesla at 138 and made over $500,000 from just literally borrowing the bank's money. I borrowed the bank's money and made over $500,000. I paid them $5,000 in interest to make $500,000. I literally leveraged my my credit and the equity in my home. I've done it 2 times in 5 years. This isn't something you have access to. This isn't something you do, right? Like this has to do, like, I mean, you could do it on the number one stock in the world in America if SPY drops 25%. All of you could never know how to trade in your life. Just literally subscribe to CNBC and then have your alerts on your phone, and they run markets in turmoil when SPY drops 25%. And you could be complete ignorant. And soon as they run this bitch, you draw like the next 2 levels of support on the number one stock in America, and then you buy it and you wait 1 year and you will literally double your account. You do not re-add on these drops, guys. You do not re-add. If you missed the trade, you missed the trade. You do not re-add. Once again, you do not re-add. You do not get greedy in the middle. There is no edge here. The easy trade was the trade we just took. Now you have hopium if you didn't go in, and you're going to try to add here. Do not do it. Do not go red on the day. Do not size up on the day. This is literally, you're using pure profit right now. My shit could go to 0 and I lose nothing out of my account. And I'm still up significantly on the day. Like the hardest thing about trading, the hardest thing about investing is making bad decisions with FOMO. And I'm going to say this every day to you guys. If you miss the trade, you miss the trade. There's tomorrow. Compound it over 30 days. Watch what happens. So what I will do, Agni, with my equity, my HELOC buy on Tesla, I will buy max dated leaps, 20% out of the money, and I will utilize. Listen to this. I will pull enough. So, like, let's say if I pull out 200K of equity on my house, I'm going to make a 5-year plan to pay for the payment itself, right? So 200K, what would that be? Probably $2,000 a month. So if it's $2,000 a month, 20K a year times 5, that's 100K. That's actually a lot more than I thinking. Let's do 1,500. Essentially, I would do like 200K. I would put like 60K and on the side, and I would buy these max dated options, 20% of the money, because this isn't. I just didn't buy this at a random position. I bought this at a historic, extremely high conviction low, right? Like I see stuff that other people don't. I showed it to the Discord members, but I see stuff that other people don't. So this is a extremely high confidence play. And what I would do is I would put enough money on the side to pay for itself for 5 years. And this is what I did the last 2 times. And how that works is I leverage the money from the bank or my mortgage. And then I make a 5-year plan to where I don't have to struggle at all. There's no stress here. I literally have it paying for itself. And then the excess money I put into the trade. And then if it gets confirmed and you start seeing a crazy move, you can take half the savings and reduce it to a 2.5-year plan and then add on the dips. And then sell 50% at the first major level, because you only need 50%. And you know how easy it is to make 50% in an option contract at a high conviction level? So easy. You sell 50% at 50%, and then you trim 10% every 10%. And that's as somebody who doesn't have a high knowledge level of this, right? Yes. Not yet. If you read the chat room from the meeting room, and then you'll kind of hear the conversation that we were having. Yep. Yeah, GoDaddy. So the Discord is through my Patreon. It's in my bio. Honestly, I didn't expect that many people to follow me. I started doing it like a year and a half ago, and I almost maxed out all the tiers. And then I took a mental break and I stopped posting on social media entirely. And I just restarted doing it, and I've been so grateful for how many people have been signing up the last month and a half. It's over. It's. I appreciate you guys. How about that? Kind of crazy. Within that service, GoDaddy. So X, YouTube, TikTok, all the streaming platforms have a 20-second delay on my live stream, and then Discord has less than 1 second delay. So if you prefer my day trades, then it's really good because it gives you no latency in between my entry levels. And then also the Discord's mainly for swing trading, like macro analysis, bigger picture trades that take, weeks to months to play out. And the core base of my subscribers are people that don't do the stock market. They don't know anything about the stock market. They just want to be able to read what I'm saying and then take the levels and buy and then make money on their savings rather than it sitting in a 3% yield. I really wanted to see a really strong squeeze here. Are we going to get it? Let's see. I want to see a squeeze. Let's see how much of a squeeze that would require for the level I'm looking at. I'm looking at 0.5% on SPY. What is QQQ at? Yeah, see, it can't go completely green, could it? Nah. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to hit that 681. See, that might be too far fetched because that would take QQQ flat on the day from a negative 2% drop. Negative red of 2% to flat. That'd be some disrespect to the day traders, wouldn't it? That'd be really disrespectful. All right, let's see what we got here. With me acknowledging that, I think I might close this AMD call here for 50% profit. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Price print under this level, and I'm closing the AMD calls at the bid. I'm going to give you your chance, AMD, to get it together. No questions asked. Could it go higher? Sure. But we're in the middle. I already got a nice move. Already trimmed the majority of this for like 30% profit. You know, it's like I stand to make a couple $100. I stand to lose a couple $100 at this point. So I'm not going to sit here and fidget around. There's always tomorrow. The thing with my analysis, Joe, is I'm not some fairy who changes his analysis, intraday. And if I do, then I'll speak on it. So just trust my analysis updates. 1 second. AMD, get it together. I don't change my analysis that frequently. And if I do change it, then I'll update. Like I care a lot about keeping people informed, especially if they're taking or following something I'm doing. So I don't, see a dollar move on something and change my mind. Like if you notice and review my X account, I'm extremely good at forecasting what's going to come. And in order to do that, my perspective doesn't change because I see the future. Like how many profit targets do I call all the time? Where do I say the charts are going all the time? Like you guys can't see this, but I have 5 monitors. And a lot of people don't use these, but I do. I have a formula that I created to analyze the bigger picture of the stock market. And that's the majority of these monitors. I'm not like watching stocks that I like for the day. Like the stocks I like for the day are like right here, and you guys get to see them. And then I have like one screen with like one tab on it. And that's just kind of like monitor some of like the high beta names, like miners and stuff like that. But for the most part, there we go. AMD high of the day. There we go. Put some respect on it. Squeeze it now. Come on. Play it. Let this inverse head and shoulders play out, please. This is what I want to see. I want to see a squeeze in the close. And then maybe like, no, I'm not going to call a gap up yet. I got to see where we close at. That'd be reckless of me. I don't appreciate this underperformance at QQQ though. I mean, so the stuff I've given to the public, I've given to the public. The idea is to just review my timeline, especially from Sunday on. Friday evening and Saturday I usually take as my days off because I'm not joking. Sunday through Friday, Sunday through Thursday, and then still, even though I'm not posting, I'm still in the market. But I'm like 18 hours a day in this shit. I'm obsessed. So for my mental health, I try to take 2 days off, and I literally don't respond to anybody. I try not to check my phone as much. I'm not very good at it. I'm still working on it. Well, you close, so it should run. Well, I told you, like, listen, you gotta follow the rules, right? I said the white lines are stop. Don't sit after the white line. There's no hopium. You just press the fucking button. See, now you're gonna miss out on this $5 move that's gonna give you. It's gonna give us $6 more. It's gonna give us another 60%. No, so I'm just messing with you. Don't have that mentality. When you start chasing targets too far out, then it messes you up. All right, of this entire drop, let's play. Let's theory craft here. I think let's pull 23 and me. All right, I think 470 comes easy. All right, this is my opinion. 470 comes easy for the long people here. Then we want to look at 488 to 502. I think it's going to be really hard to get to 502. I think 38 could be it. I think 470 to 488 is an area of interest, but then I would get out, and I'm not necessarily saying short here, but I would wait for another retest of this low. That's what I'm thinking. Here's the squeeze. There we go. 70% on our AMD calls. I know the 676s are up much more, but I'm up 47% on the 675s. So you guys should be close to 100%. Actually, the cost basis, let me look it up, was like 114. Let me just go see what they are now. 194, 200. So they're about 80%. They're getting there. I'm looking for a squeeze, guys. I'm looking for an annoying squeeze. Could we hit 670? If we hit 670, I'd get out. If we hit 670 before the close, short it. Not actually. I don't know about shorting AMD unless it's like 2 weeks out. Let's see. All right, let's also play this game. The measured move. Let's play the game of the measured move. These work out so much more than you guys would expect. 679. Okay, that's fair. You know, a little trickery here, like a halfway gap fill. I could see that. I could get behind that. Halfway gap fill, 679. Let's take a look. Actually, let's not do all this gibberish stuff. Let's go over here. $679. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then look at all this. That's literally supply just staring you in the face. Let's see what it looks like over here. And then we got a little gap fill over here. Let's clean this up. And that is a big gap. Did you guys learn a little something with the VPOC of the demand zone? You guys like that? That's fire right there. That's a really good strategy. Merlin, I recommend staring at charts all day, for one. Be obsessed. Number one is be obsessed. Another $2 since the last time we looked at the AMD chart. Go ahead and squeeze it, AMD. 92% on the AMD calls. Right, here's where I would say we probably shouldn't be greedy because we're looking for a whole move rather than a half of a move. It's too greedy. So you could close these for 90% profit. By the way, when I say 678, 679, that is not today. Although it could be tomorrow, you know, if we get one of these parabolic moves like this. If we break this high, my stop loss will be this candle low. I need it to break above it. Okay, break above it. Squeeze it. Because then that'll put me at a stop loss of 90%. Maybe. What is that? 7, 8, 9. That's 100% profit. Oof. That's beautiful. That's funny. I didn't want to say that out loud. Oop. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, that QQQ sold off. Something a little fierce. All right, I'm closing AMD. It might squeeze it. Whatever. I closed for 89% profit. Could it go 150%? Sure, but I'm okay with that. Can't fiddle in the middle. All right, so the QQQ calls, I'm still holding. But it's showing relative weakness. I don't think we're going to get this squeeze that I was hoping for. We could, but I lost confidence with that QQQ drop. Okay, it would have to be recovered in the next 2 minutes. And then it could be like, oh, game's back on. Yes, I don't like any of that. They didn't even stop off the shorts here. Did you see that? Double top. So this is until that gets breached, shorts are in control because they were able to stop it before it breached and hit their stop loss. They're just the charts of interest this morning. Okay, here's the 2 minutes that I warned. Oh, there goes AMD. Fine, be rude. Yeah, it's gonna close up here. I really do have a bias. I think it's gonna close up to like the 670, 673, and then it's gonna gap up and then sell off tomorrow. So the next trade will be the short. A rude girl. A rude girl. I should have waited for the candle close. Like that was easy too, right? I didn't even follow the rule book. As a trader, you're supposed to wait for a candle close. It did not even close. Man, I have these Tesla calls and they're just doing me wrong. Tesla's just sitting there being a lame duck. I don't know Sox's personality. I don't even know what it is. So I'm not even going to look at it. The thing is, I have about 100 stocks I've been trading for years, and I know their personalities. Man. Yeah, I'm not touching semis with a 10-foot pole. Guys, look at that. Do you see how I didn't follow the rule of trading? You're supposed to wait for a candle close. Both bottom wick rejections showing extreme strength. And a $2 move from that sell. Look at that. Just squeezing its way to victory. Catching all those shorts, guys. That's what he's doing. Catching all those shorts. I waited all day for that. $6 move. Ooh. My custom indicator, where I was able to, I literally called the top, bottom, and top with this custom indicator. It's worth millions. I don't show it to anybody or share it. It's how I called Google. It's how I called this. It's literally how I call almost every major top and bottom. It's how I will call Tesla's bottom. It's how I called both previous Tesla bottoms. But it's also, it wasn't just how I knew I was going to squeeze. It was just the setup, right? We fell back into daily demand after I got the confirmation of that this was a probable bottom. It's also oversold by like 20%. It was a negative 10% on the day. What's it at, by the way? It's negative 6% still. And then we had a falling wedge breakout of the demand zone. It created this morning, and it was basing on the VPOC. Like, you can't get a cleaner day trade setup. Retracement. This is probably even 50 to 61% of the pivot low to pivot high. Let's play this game. Let's analyze this. Yeah, 50% retracement of the pivot low to pivot high. So you're already at the buy range. You're at the VPOC of the daily demand, or intraday demand that it developed. Right? You have 3 intraday higher highs, and you can't, you don't even find resistance until you get the pre-market low at 668. It's just it's freedom, right? This is a huge volume gap. Bottom wick candle, A. Can we get another squeeze, A? Don't break below it. It's a little ballsy right there. That level's something to be respected. Day traders want it. Yeah, I mean, literally, you could enter here. I actually did too. I actually did too. I didn't want to tell you guys. I was like, respect again. But listen, if I get the candle close, I'm dropping it. Might get it right here. If the head and shoulders is going to play out, it's going to be literally on this candle. It's got to be so quick that people don't read it as a head and shoulders. I might lose like 3% here. I did it in the money. I'm not playing games. I'm going to close if the candle closes under it. And you also have this just starting to show a lot of weakness. It's got like, what, 10 seconds? Well, I'm not going to tell you, Merlin. Come on, buddy. Oh, they're gonna sell. Are they gonna knife this? Actually, do it. I dare you. I mean, I would. I'm all right. I'm closing the AMD. It's not recovering from there. All right. I gave a little bit of money's back. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Sell it off. I dare you. Give me the green line, QQQ. Give me the green line, please. I will be much more confident than I rally into the close. Knife it. It tried its little darnest, didn't it? Darn. Gave back actually more than I thought. Whoopsie. Oh well, it was because of these. By the way, I closed the QQQ calls. I'm literally all cash other than a Tesla trade, which I didn't share with you guys. And I'm glad it's losing me Monday. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. What did I just do? Whoopsie. Knife it. Literally knife this. Melt everyone that went long. I should have. I mean, I was already saying that it's going to happen. I should have shorted right there. That was really stupid of me to not. All right, so it's going to take a chance here at the purple line because it was previous support here. Okay, so this is the first attempt at a bottom. If it does not, I literally think our close of the day trade is going to happen into the close. And I want it to. Very, very bad. Baba just ignoring everything. Said it doesn't care. The risk to reward on Mars low a day was impressive. 1025, 1020 is my ejection button. It dropped to 1060. What is that? 3% risk. Not bad for a high beta name. Yeah, Merlin. I'm like, hey, this indicator is worth millions, and then you ask me for the coding of it. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right, so you're seeing the respect attempt of the purple line. It was previous support. It's attempting. I mean, if we get an intraday close like this, it's not worth anything to me. Got to wait for tomorrow. Got to wait for the market the day to pick an edge. Damn, I shouldn't have taken that extra AMD trade. That knife right there was actually damaging because I bought in out of the money. Man, that's gonna be beautiful too. What is that? Would that be a $5 drop? They're going to do it too. I should have went short right here. When I closed everything, I should have went short. Oh man, Tesla, what are you doing? It's too early on Tesla, anyways. I'm like, this is about to be 0 for 2. No, I'm 1 for 1 right now. If I close this position, I'll be 1 for 3 or 1 for 2. Sorry. I know this isn't the bottom. I'm trying to trade it as like a temporary bottom. 590. Right now I don't forecast right now. I got to see where we close. I'd have to even look at 690 and say where is that at? Yeah, you see this structure right here? I want to see it sell off into this structure. Do we have a 4-hour? Not really. That's 674. Would it break below that? I don't know. You said 690. 690 is doable. 690 is actually probably where we'll rally to. We could rally there. We could see that level. by Friday. What kind of move is that? 1 second. I got to do some math here. That's a 2.2% rally if wait, is this QQ? Okay, just making sure it's QQ before I fucking start talking. Damn. I don't know, man. That's rough. That's rough for my bias. 2 versus 1. Maybe. See, the thing is my confidence level is more so. Look at that knife. That's actually disrespectful. Wait. I think no. Call me crazy. Am I going to do this? You like to play games, don't you? Sure do. Oof. Didn't exactly mean to buy it like that, but okay. Okay, I think AMD rallies here for some reason. I went long again. You don't follow this, to be honest. This is high risk, but I think we rally again here. What does hourly candle look like? Oh, psh, psh. Yeah, this is literally demand. I'm thinking we rally right here. Kind of a wild trade. Dude, Robinhood needs to fuck off with this volatility lock. Okay. Little 78% retracement. Guess we'll see. All right. This is a little bit high risk. I did 6. What did I do? 455 to more explorations. Cost basis is 1087. A little risky here. Gotta see. Got 15 minutes. Mm-mm. So I'm really going to do that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Where's that bottom at, actually? It has to cover here. I don't want it to go through the halfway mark, around the halfway mark of that hourly candle, between the 60, 56, and 61. So here's the 61, 456.39. Candle close under that, and I'll probably close this. So this is an overtrade. This is me being greedy, trying to play too much of an intraday move rather than an edge, which is what I'm good at. This is me holding a same bias that I had an hour ago, which isn't always smart. Oof. There we go. I'm looking to cut a third of that AMD call around 11:15, 11:10, just to reduce my position size because I added on that low and I didn't expect it to go that much lower. Oh, what the freak was that? Oh, come on. It literally almost filled. Oh, that's annoying. It literally it tapped my sell button and it didn't fill. What? It's not letting me sell? All right. Waiting for a candle close under that level. Really don't want to see it go down there and close. That's annoying. I almost closed a lot of that position and it didn't fill. It's like somebody sold at the same level I did. Oh, come on. It's testing me? I didn't close yet because we got the candle wick there. We could get another wick. I'm actually going to, if we make a new low right here, I'm just going to close. I'm hoping that we don't. Actually, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's what I get for taking another trade. That's painful. That's hard to judge. I haven't closed yet, just because that's kind of like right at my line. Interesting. Around that cloud too. I would not be holding this position overnight regardless. Thinking we get a rally to 659. Let's see. I will not be holding any positions overnight. There's the squeeze. I knew we had to get it. There's the new high. Okay, that's cool. It needs to keep going though. I need to see something. It needs to go higher. We got 6 minutes for it to work. You can see something crazy. If we don't squeeze really hard on AMD here, I'm bearish on AMD. I'll lose a lot of confidence. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, bears are in control there. Look at that. They literally just knifed that. Was there something going on? Literally, even the QQQs and everything just knifed. In the world. That was strong. They gonna triple that? I don't know. That's rough. 8%. It's not what we wanted to see there, guys. It's an ABC. It's quite bearish. I'm going to hold this because should I even hold it? Let me check. What kind of damage this is doing. I already cut a third. Yeah, closing it. Back test of this, but I don't know. At this point, it's failed. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my, dude, I gotta use a different broker. This is literally not even failing. Yeah, so if AMD closes down here, I've lost a lot of confidence in that play. Really, Tesla's going to start rallying in the last minute. That's annoying. Literally, Tesla high, just ripping. Close right there. Whoopsie. All right, so I overtraded there and got out traded. I gave about 40% of my daily wins back off that just single AMD trade there because I kept a bias that I shouldn't have kept after the sell off. So I'm uncertain on this AMD call now just because of what I see on my indicator. Usually I don't see something like this. So I'll need the first hourly candle Monday or tomorrow to let me know. And then I'm also annoyed because I closed my Tesla call at like 3:57 and the last 3-minute candles jumps $3 and would have made me 30%. That was annoying. Okay, anyways, whatever. Lesson of the day, don't overtrade. Don't trade in the middle. And that's what I did, right? I got the trade right here and I literally got in the middle right here. And it was a look above and fell. So lesson to be learned. Where was this at? This is actually probably the 61% retracement. I'm in between. Yeah, and you guys see it, me do it even here, man. I overtraded, right? I was up like 25% on my account today. But overtrading is overtrading. I gave us 2 bangers literally into the close, and then I wiped both of those wins out on this right here. So nobody's perfect. Be mindful of that. That's why you got to be careful and not oversize, especially even with like the volatility right now. But okay, so essentially we close in the middle. I don't have an opinion on what we do. I don't have any positions for tomorrow, so I'm going to wait and see what overnight brings us. I might take a futures trade in Discord. If so, just be aware, have your alerts on if you want to take it with me. If not, then we'll wait till tomorrow and see if there is a trade for tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, and I'll see if I'm going to stream on X tomorrow or the other platforms. I might just do Discord because I have to run some errands. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Have a good evening. And then I'll give you guys updates throughout the evening Discord. Bye.